Hi, my name is Kim Doyle Wille, and today we're going to make a delicious entree. I found these gigantic tomatoes at the store. So today we're going to make an inside-out creamy spaghetti using the new Kraft Philadelphia Italian cheese and herb cooking cream. This makes this so great and so fast. You know, I love to cook. I love layers of flavors. I love textures. I love colors. I love food to be eye-appealing. We eat with our eyes first, as Paula Deen tells us. So I want to make us this great dish for 4 people. We're going to head right over to the stove. Okay, we're going to start up by cooking up some Italian sausage. I'm happening to use a half a pound of hot Italian sausage, but you can use mild, whatever your taste buds like. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just put that half a pound of sausage in this preheated, I've got it over a medium flame, little heavy skillet. And now what we're going to do is just kind of break this up. This only takes less than 5 minutes to cook this meat up. And I'll tell you the secret to it. I actually gave it to you in an earlier video. But what I do is I just put a little bit of water over the sausage. And it starts to steam the meat apart and get that fat broken up inside the meat. We want to make these into little crumbles so they fit inside our tomato shells. So what we're going to do is, I've got my good old-fashioned potato masher. We're just going to mash that meat really quickly so it breaks it up into little crumbles. See, we've got that ready in less than 5 minutes. So I'm going to head back over. But before I do, this Philadelphia Italian cheese and herb cooking cream is great. This is saving me a lot of steps because normally I would cut up garlic, I'd be putting Parmesan Reggiano in it, I'd be cutting up basil leaves and layering them into these cups. We're going to mix together 2 tablespoons of grated Parmesan cheese and 2 tablespoons of Japanese panko crumbs. Then we're going to go ahead and mix in 2 tablespoons of melted butter. We'll just drizzle that right over there. Now I'm just going to kind of mix this up with a fork so those crumbs and the Parmesan get all nice and coated with the butter. And then we're just going to set this aside. Next, I've got my 4 tomatoes. These were about a pound each, actually, but they're just perfect for making a nice bowl out of. So let's get going on this. What I'm going to do is just slice off the tops of all of these tomatoes so we can make a nice bowl and hollow it out. Okay, now that I've got those tops off of those tomatoes, I'm going to go ahead and take a grapefruit knife that's serrated on both sides, and I'm going to go ahead and just work my way around and try not to go through the bottom of the tomato, but I want to leave about 1/4 of an inch of meat on as a wall for this. Then what I do is I just take my grapefruit knife right through the middle and make a cross so I can pull these quarters out easily. I keep a soup spoon handy, so that helps me scoop that right out. Now, if you'll notice, I have a bowl here with a strainer. I'm going to go ahead and put this meat right here in this bowl because as the juices come out of this meat, I'm going to kind of squeeze it a little too. We're going to mix that with our cooking cream in just a little bit. But for right now, I'll just go ahead and scoop out these tomatoes and be right back to you. And there we have it, a tomato bowl. Look at that. This will be great spaghetti. So how cool are those bowls? I got them all hollowed out. You can see that they've got like 1/4 of an inch shell or wall around them. So next what we're going to do is we're going to take our Philadelphia Italian cheese and herb cooking cream, and we're going to mix it with the juice from the tomatoes so it thins it out. Oh, this stuff smells so good. I have to dip veggies in this. I mean, it's great on noodles, rice, everything. These are chef inspired. These make you into an instant chef, and a gourmet one at that. We've got our tomato juice right there. You can see it's roughly about 1/3 of a cup. I'm going to go ahead and pour that in there. This will help thin the cream, and this will make it so our spaghetti gets really nice and the noodles don't dry out while it's in the oven. We'll just give this a quick mix. Okay, that's all mixed up. I'm going to go ahead and stick it in the microwave for 2 minutes. I've got my Italian sausage right here. I've just got a soup spoon. I'm just going to take a scoop of the sausage and put it in the bottom of each cup. So now I've got some spaghetti noodles that I already prepared. I just cooked them al dente because they will cook a little bit more with this sauce over the top of them. Now I just put in a good 1/2 inch of spaghetti in there. Now I'm going to take a little layer of the diced yellow bell pepper and diced onion and put it right in there. And now we'll just do a little scoop, a little ladleful of the cream sauce. Ooh, this looks good going right in here. Let me see if I can show this to you. It's pretty awesome. There's that one. We'll make another layer now. I actually tested this out on some neighbors the other night, and they went nuts on it. They thought it was a great idea. Spaghetti, I only cooked up 1/4 pound of spaghetti. Now, when this gets in the oven, it's going to bake and set up really nice. But I put that tomato sauce in there so it would keep the noodles kind of moist and keep cooking everything inside there. So we've got that covered. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take about 1 tablespoon of our mixed Parmesan and panko and melted butter. And I'm just going to sprinkle that on the top and lay it gently on there so it bakes and crusts it right up. I'm going to put these in a 425-degree oven for about 8 to 10 minutes. And what I wanted you to know while we're waiting for this to come out of the oven, that Kraft is such a great company. It has really changed my life working with Kraft this last year. I mean, I've won a couple of Kraft contests, and I actually went on a Wienermobile ride, an Oscar Mayer Wienermobile shotgun ride for my Good Mood mission, where area gardeners met us at the local food pantries with their fresh produce that they shared with all the hungry people. Well, I had this great idea 2 days before we went on the Wienermobile ride, and I got a seed company out of Broomfield, Colorado, to donate 600 packets of 70 varieties of herbs and vegetable seeds. And then on my Wienermobile ride, everybody that wanted seeds, I would give them a packet of seeds with the promise that they would plant a row for hunger for this year when they plant their vegetables. Because now, after the success of my Wienermobile ride, our food pantries now take fresh food, which is great because hungry people don't get fresh food. Obesity and malnutrition are two sides of the same hunger coin. So I love what Kraft is doing. They've got several initiatives going. One of them that they've got going through Triscuit is you can go to www.homefarming.com, and they have all kinds of resources there for you. They've got gardening 101 tips. They've got all kinds of really cool stuff. But it's my thought that if you're planting a garden and you go use Kraft's tips on that site, then you could donate a row for hunger too. So let's go see if our stuff is ready to come out of the oven. I'll be right back to you. Oh man, look at these. They are gorgeous. They're golden brown. Let's see if you can see them in these lights. Look at that. They smell yummy. Hey, this is looking lovely, don't you think? I think it's just beautiful. It smells delicious. We're going to get a nice bite out of the middle here. Oh, that crust is nice and crunchy. There's nothing like eating spaghetti on video. This is awesome. It's kind of like having lasagna. And you've got this fresh tomato that cooked right up. Look at that. It's nice and loose. This is a very fresh dinner. Your guests are going to love this. I just love this. I think it's really creative. It's gourmet. It's beautiful. It tastes awesome. Your guests are going to love you. They're going to remember you for years. So, thank you for joining me in my kitchen again. And until next time, I hope you'll spread a little love to the hungry. And if you can't feed 100 people, please feed just one.